When Eddie would come over, he was a dear friend. He was one of my lifelines. And magic would lie across my stomach after my first surgery and keep me warm and wouldn't let anyone in the room. As I would have to come out by myself when my mom couldn't take off from work. Yes, that's a hardship on family members, to take time off, to go with a family member to keep treatment and surgery. So Magic got cancer himself a few years later. Wow. And Tim Burton, the director, calls me. Beetlejuice. Yeah. He calls me for a film, Mars Attacks. Ray J is one of my sons. And I play a character as a bus driver. And in Washington, D.C., and the Martians have come, if you or any of you are into the comic book world. And he wants me to screen test for this movie. Jack Nicholson, Glenn Close, Sarah Jessica Parker, Jim Brown plays my husband. And Magic is dying. He's suffering. So the assistant calls up, Pam, Tim Burton wants you to test for his movie, Warner Brothers in Los Angeles. And I said, well, you know, I'm sorry, I can't, because right now I'm not in the frame of mind to perform, to give you, what is it, a comedy? He says, it's a comedy. I said, I can't do it, thank you very much, I'll have to pass. Now, everybody wants to work with Tim Burton. This is my one and only time to work with Tim Burton. Maybe more, I don't know. So I passed, and Magic is getting acupuncture, and I'm trying to, I don't know if we caught it in time, and he was actually responding very well to acupuncture. Matter of fact, I give it to one of my horses. Now I saved, that I rescued. So they called me again another week later. And they said, well, can you put something on tape? And I said, I would love to, but, you know, this is Tim Burton. I don't want to give him a horrible performance. I can't give him a comedy right now. It's not in my heart. And I have to be with my dog. So here I am, turned it down, major money, big movie with Tim Burton because of my loving friend and partner. And in Colorado, we call our animals our partner, our guardians. We don't own a life. We don't own dogs. We don't own animals. We don't own another life. So we call it partner, guardian. And so I passed the second time. And I said, you know what? That says a lot about me. I passed on a big movie, big money, big stars, big promotion. You know, it's going to be a great time in D.C. But I chose to stay with Magic. So Tim Burton calls himself the third time. Hey, that's what I said. And he says, hi Pam, this is Tim Burton. And I said, yeah, hi, how are you? And I said, by the way, Michael Keaton should have won an Oscar for Beetlejuice. I'm going to let him, before he even starts, I'm going to tell it like this. So he says, I understand your dog is dying. I said, he is very ill. I don't know how long he has. But he says to me, he says, well, you just passed the audition because the role is of a mother who wouldn't leave her children for anyone. And he said, you got the role because it's about a mother who protects her children from the Martians and the President of the United States, played by Jack Nicholson. So I understand. I want you to play this role, and I'll wait. We'll shoot around you. This is a $90 million movie. And he says, we'll treat you very well. You let us know when. I hope you can do this, and I want you to be with him. And it was about 10 days later, Magic passed away in my arms. As I would want to pass away in his arms, his palms. And he gave me such energy because I realized, you know, that's about character. That's about, here's a people call lower than life animal. I don't believe that. He is spiritually uplifting me. He gave my animals, give me a lot every day. And because of me turning down Tim Burton, turning him down twice, I was rewarded. I was given the greatest gift by character, by something I believed in, a principle of love, deep love. And that said a lot. Things like that tell you a lot. Whether you're a friend or a stranger, or you do something for a stranger, for somebody in your community or something, you just like, wait a minute. And that made me feel, so I went to Los Angeles after Magic passed, and they knew the story, and they embraced me, and they took care of me, treated me like royalty. They said, that was, she turned Tim Burton now because of the dog. Yeah, my dog's a family. I know Tim Burton, and Tim Burton became my family from then on. He's that kind of person. And he made a painting of me as a Martian, sent it to me framed, and it's in my living room. So there are people out in the universe who you connect with, and when you do it right, and do it from your heart, and it's in the book. So that kind of lesson, so if that happens, you're encountering a moment where you got to make judgment in life about something, it'll come to you. And it'll come to you greater than you've ever dreamed of. So those little anecdotes and things like that in my book are things that affect all of us. Not just, I'm not an icon, I'm just an working actress, but the titles you give me, what you give me, and how I make you feel, I'm honored. I'm grateful, and I thank you for it. So, and I share a lot of these stories in my book. So that's about me and my character, and I wanted to tell you that story. So, I know you're outside and you're hungry and everything else going on. Do you want one more question, or we can start signing?
One more question.
Okay, I'll let you pick it because you have to live here.
Somebody from the outside.
Someone from the outside. Okay, maybe not.
She has a hair. One in the front.
She was from the outside.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you? Namaste. May the power within you be strong.
My name is Brenda. I'm from Hawaii. So this is the tea. What is tea good for?
The tea that I drink is red bush tea. It's from Africa, South Africa, and it's from a bush. And it'll be equivalent to a wild rose bush, is what it looks like. So I love this. You can get it in any tea shop. Matter of fact, you can get it in any supermarket. Red bush tea. And it's good for you. They'll call it Rubios, red Rubios.
Yes.
We all drink it. You may not know, but it's fabulous. I love it as iced tea. It's good for, most teas are good for all your properties, antioxidants. What it does is tea, if you drink hot teas, this is what I learned from thermodynamics. I'm always reading. When you drink hot tea and you might have some greasy foods that we all love, that continues to flow, the heat makes it stay very soluble and it flows through your body and out of your body. When you drink cold drinks with greasy foods, what does it do? It hardens up, coagulates. That's what causes a lot of the colon cancers. So what